When Putin and the Chinese Minister of Defense meet, they both praise the benefits of working together in the military. Li Shangfu, the Minister of Defense and a member of the State Council of the People's Republic of China, met with Russian President Vladimir Putin for business. Video from the Kremlin's Telegram channel. Kremlin-aligned news outlets TASS and Interfax. Putin's press secretary Dmitry Peskov. Putin boasted during the meeting that he and Chinese President Xi Jinping had a fruitful meeting and that military ties between the two countries were strengthening. Putin said, "Relations between our countries are developing very well in all areas, in economic, social, cultural, and educational fields, and between military departments." Extra information. Putin said that the Russian and Chinese militaries regularly share information and hold joint exercises. He cited increased military cooperation as a key factor in the improvement of strategic ties between Russia and China. The Chinese Minister of Defense has stated that relations between his country and Russia are flourishing and strengthening regional stability. According to him, recently, cooperation between Russia and China in the military and military technical fields has been developing very well, adding that this is greatly benefiting international and regional security. Since becoming defense minister, Li Shangfu has made his first international trip to Russia. "I've never been to another country before. I've picked Russia for this in order to emphasize the value and strategic importance of our bilateral ties," he explained. Background. While in Russia from the 20th to the 22nd of March, Chinese President Xi Jinping met with Vladimir Putin and signed a number of agreements meant to cement the bilateral relationship between the two countries. Putin and Xi issued a joint statement at the same time, stressing that the relationship between their countries is not an alliance, bloc, or confrontational nature, and that it is not aimed at other nations. At a later press conference, President Volodymyr Zelensky said he had offered to meet with Xi Jinping but had not received a similar offer from the Chinese leader. Journalists are often at the forefront of the battle on their own turf. Make a donation to Ukrainska Pravda or become a patron today. In the midst of rising tensions with the West over the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu praised their countries' military cooperation. Putin spoke highly of Russia and China's defense cooperation during a meeting with Shangfu on Sunday in Moscow, and he reportedly mentioned joint military exercises between the two countries' ground, naval, and air forces in both Europe and the Far East. As economic, political, and defense cooperation between the two countries is strengthened, Shangfu's visit comes a month after Chinese President Xi Jinping met with the Russian leader in Moscow to assert their no limits partnership. Putin said on Sunday that their defense cooperation is another major area, which strengthens the trust-based, strategic character of our relations between Russia and China, as reported by the Russian news agency TASS. Moreover, he said, the Chinese Minister of Defense has quite a rich working program in Russia. Putin added that the two countries' militaries are actively working together, with the former head of state saying, "We are actively working through our military departments, regularly exchanging useful information, working together in the field of military technical cooperation, and holding joint exercises." From Sunday to Tuesday, Shangfu will meet with his Russian counterpart Sergei Shoigu to talk about the current state and prospects for the development of bilateral cooperation in the defense sphere, as well as current issues of global and regional security, as reported by TASS.